head coach in Miner women's basketball history and one who guided the program to its greatest heights. Keitha, on behalf of Miner fans everywhere and all of El Paso, it's great to have you back. Welcome home. To officially welcome Keitha and her mom, Sue. Sue, it's good to see you. Back to UTEP and El Paso, the president of the University of Texas at El Paso, Dr. Heather Wilson.
John, thank you so much, and thank all of you for being here this afternoon for this wonderful announcement. Keitha, we're glad you're coming home, and El Paso is glad you're coming home. We couldn't be happier, and I have to also say thanks to our athletic director, Jim Center. You know, hiring coaches is a heck of a lot different than hiring faculty, and we are blessed to have Jim Center at the helm here at UTEP, so thank you, sir. Coach Adams had 16 seasons with the UTEP Miners, 4 postseason tournaments, and 4 Conference USA championships. Every player who exhausted their eligibility under Coach Adams graduated from UTEP. Every player crossed the stage to get that handshake and that valuable college degree. She returns from Wichita State University, where she's been for the last 4 years. She has 491 career coaching victories at the college, and we are really happy to have you here. Sue, you raised a great gal, and we are very, very happy that you're here for this day, and you are welcome back anytime too. It is my pleasure to announce to the city of El Paso that Coach Keitha Adams is back. Thank you very much for being here.
Well, we've done this before, haven't we? And it's exciting that we get to do it again. And Jim, you didn't get to do it the first time, but you get to do it again. To introduce the new head women's basketball coach at the University of Texas at El Paso, the vice president and director of athletics at UTEP, Mr. Jim Center.
Thank you, John. Honestly, I don't know why I'm up here, because after John speaks and after the president speaks, there's really not much left to say. But I have a few words to not be outdone. I want to say, first of all, to Dr. Wilson, thank you for allowing me to be here, in the opportunity and the trust that you have in me and our team to lead our program. And as you said, hiring head coaches is really, really important work. And obviously, as an athletic director, it's how you're judged many times, what your hires look like and how things go from that point forward. I'd be remiss if I didn't say thank you to Coach Kevin Baker and the staff that have been here and the great job that they've done, their dedication, their hard work. They had an amazing season this year and the success that they had, so we're very, very proud of them, and I want to congratulate them on their season. I would also like to take the chance to thank our executive team who served as our search committee, and those folks are Jeff Darby, Danny Garcia, Julie Levesque, Charlie Thrash, and Taylor Venna. They worked efficiently when Coach told us he was going to resign. They worked efficiently, effectively in identifying, researching, and vetting candidates, and we knew we have a very, very small window in a time frame that we've got to move. In college athletics today, you really don't have a lot of time to get things done, so they did an excellent job. I'd like to thank everybody for being here, obviously, and it's great to see everybody in this room. It's great to be able to use this room in the amazing generosity by the Gordon family to be able to make a venue like this possible. So it's awesome to be able to be here and use it. You know, when I think about Keitha, you can't really call Keitha a rookie, right? And I think you guys heard she's got 26 years of head coaching experience. So she's no longer a rookie, she's a wily veteran. And you're going to hear a lot more about that in a minute. You can't really say welcome home. You know, in El Paso, the first thing El Pasoans like to do is say, hey, welcome to El Paso, welcome to El Paso. And I thought, gosh, I need to welcome Keitha to El Paso. But then I realized, gosh, Keitha knows more about El Paso than I do. And she's lived here longer than I do. And she has a bigger fan club than I do. And so pretty soon you realize it's just like, oh, okay, Coach, great to have you today. Good to see you again. My mantra since arriving at El Paso has been to compete for and win championships. And what I mean by that is we should get better each and every year. It's important that we're competitive, but we want to do it the right way. It's important that we're competitive, but we want to graduate our student athletes, and we want them to have a great experience. And when Keith and I were talking, and I talked about competing for and winning championships, she said, yeah, Jim, been there, done that. Check the box, move on. So I appreciate the fact that, she has competed for and won championships at every stop that she's ever coached at. But even more so when she said, Jim, we're going to do it again. We can get back to doing that at UTEP, so that's really special. I'd be missing a golden opportunity if I didn't talk about what today is today for us. It's a really special day. It's Raise Your Pick UTEP Giving Day, and that's a mouthful to say. But I would like to encourage every single El Pasoan, if UTEP has touched your heart, touched your family, education-wise, then you need to give back. You need to be involved. You need to do something to make this place as great as it can be, and for the future, pay it forward. We have this Giving Day, and Jake Logan and his team in institutional advancement have done an amazing job. But I've often heard, there is no vision without provision. And think about that for a second. Everybody in this city wants us to be good, and they want us to compete for and win championships. But folks, it doesn't come free. We have to invest in something to get the great results that we want. Everybody knows that. Whether you're a student athlete, whether you're at work, or whether you're here, our faculty members, everybody knows you have to invest if you want to get the end results that you want. So there is no vision without provision. So this is a golden opportunity for every El Pasoan to give back to this institution. It doesn't matter the amount. However small it is, it's the fact that you give back and you recognize how important it is if you want this place to be all that it can be. I think it would be great for every El Pasoan to make a gift to the Women's Basketball Excellence Fund. It's called the Fast Break Club, and celebrate Keitha returning to El Paso. So there's my challenge for El Pasoans today. And so without further ado, I'd like to say to our new head women's basketball coach, who, by the way, I think somebody already mentioned that she's the winningest basketball coach in UTEP women's history, Keitha Adams. Welcome home, Coach. So we have this. So number one, the significance of this is Coach has the most wins at UTEP, right? And then the fact that she's back home and her name is on the jersey and on the program. Coach, welcome.
Thank you so much. All right. Appreciate it.
There you go.
Okay.
You bet. Here,
You ready, Mom?
let me move my stuff out of your way here. No, is that yours?
That's mine.
Yeah,
Yep.
there you go.
All our notes. Well, hello, UTEP Miners. No, that wasn't loud enough. Hello, UTEP Miners. What a special and amazing day this is. I'm very excited to be back here as your head women's basketball coach in the greatest basketball venue, the Don Haskins Center. Do you remember when you made my dream come true of selling out 12,222 at the Don? Do you remember that? Yes. Well, guess what? Let's do it again. Let's raise the bar and let's sell it out and let's get this thing rocking. Can I get an amen? All right. I want to thank Dr. Heather Wilson for this opportunity, Jim for bringing me back home, trusting me to take the keys to the car again to this program. I really, really am thankful. To the executive team, Jeff Darby, Julie Levesque, Danny Garcia, Charles Thrash, Taylor Vina, thank you for the support in this process and supporting me in bringing me back to be your head coach. I would like to take this time to introduce my mom. Go ahead and stand up, Mom. She's 86 and will be 87 in August. We drove to Lubbock to go to the National JUCO Tournament. It's a 7.5-hour drive from Wichita to Lubbock. She drove 4 hours and I drove 3.5. She's something else. And I wouldn't be here without her. So thanks for being here, Mom. I would also like to bring up someone special, is my dad. My dad passed in 2013. He was a little guy with a big heart, wore cowboy boots, always sharp dressed, but he was a great teacher and a phenomenal, phenomenal dad, great man. Little guy, big heart. My dad told me many times that El Paso was the place with people who I would never be treated like anywhere else than how I was treated here. He loved El Paso, he loved the city, he loved the mountains. He'd always go on and on about the big, tall rock walls. You know, in the Midwest, if you were to build a big rock wall like that, it'd cost you a fortune. But he loved this city, he loved the people, and he told me that a long time ago. Now my dad is in heaven, and he's up there right now with Coach Haskins, and they're having a shot of whiskey and celebrating that I'm back here and being a Miner again. I would like to have the players from the current team to come up here real quick. Those of you guys that are here. Come on up, ladies. Come on up, Jazz. Come on up. Yeah. So, ladies, I want to say congratulations to a 20-win season and playing postseason in the WNIT. I want to congratulate Coach Baker and his staff for those successes and having such a great season. That's an amazing accomplishment, something to be very proud of. It's not something to be taken lightly and for granted. So your hard work and all represented UTEP in postseason play. So congratulations. Can we clap for them again? Okay, you can go and sit back down. Thank you. Thank you. In 1989, I started my first high school teaching and coaching job with the purpose of making a difference in young people's lives. Today, that's the same goal. It's still that way. I'll get up every day and want to be a part of your day, players, to make it special and to help you grow and get better on and off the court. Obviously, winning championships will be the goal, but also you winning in life is the most important thing. Being confident, being strong, being the best version of yourself, that's what we're going to work towards in helping you develop and growing to. That's the goal. That's the why. I now would like my former players that are here to please come up. Everyone that played for me, come on up. Come on up. Hey, Romy. Anna. Get in here close. Nash, Kayla. Okay. So, Miner fans, I stand before you, and what I'm proud of most is we have young ladies who were in this program, who played for me, who are smashing it out of the park in real life. This young lady right here is a Kansas girl, Aisha Stewart. She played for me at Independence Community College a few years ago. She's been a Division I college coach, a realtor now, a mom, and I'm so proud of you, and thank you for being here. She lives up the road at that other school, about 40 minutes up here, but thank you for being here, Aisha. Yes. So what I'm most proud of is our players that have been in our program, they're winning and being successful in life. We have lawyers, teachers, administrators, coaches at all levels, businesswomen, WNBA pro players, police officers, counselors, children's books authors, poetry authors, a shoe designer at Nike, And the list goes on and on. We've had over 30 players play pro. So I say to the current UTEP players that are here, this is what this is about in our program. Okay? We want to develop, we want to help you grow and flourish to where once you leave our program, you're successful just like these ladies are being. And that's what this is truly and really about. Does everybody understand that? Good. This university, this program, this community is the real deal. You guys can go sit down now. Actually, what if I hollered, get on the line? Listen, I have every one of these young ladies' birthdays in my phone. You play for me, your birthday's in my phone. If it was 25 years ago and it's your birthday, you're going to hear from me. Family, true relationships, connection. These are my kids. This is my legacy. That's what it's about. So I just want to say to our current players, one day you're going to be sitting where they're sitting. And that's going to be a different chapter in your life. But you're going to be ready for it coming through our program. I promise you that. If you buy in and work hard, you're going to be ready. In regard to basketball, if you want to play at the next level, we have a great track record of our players playing pro. Natasha Lacey played pro for 13 years. Phenomenal pro career. Kayla Thornton's currently playing and headed in about 2 weeks to be with the New York Liberty. Sparkle Taylor, she's playing overseas right now, still playing, keeps getting better and better. And again, the list goes on and on. Couldn't have done any of this without my staff, my coaches. Couldn't have done any of this without you ladies. What does it mean to be a Miner? You're going to work hard, you're going to show up, you're going to be passionate. We're going to be alive and present and in the moment. We will be in this community. We're going to give 110%. Being good students, being curious to learn, being a good teammate and a sister to one another is what we will be about. We will play up tempo. We're going to get after it. We're going to defend. We're going to rebound. And we're going to sweat. You know, when your team's not sweating, it isn't working. But we're going to sweat. And when you play hard, good things happen. I'm going to tell you a little story, Coach Haskins' story. Couldn't go without a Coach Haskins story. I was telling him after one of our games, I'm like, Coach, it was an ugly win. We had struggled. It wasn't a very good game on offense, and the ball wasn't going in, but we won, but it was an ugly win. And Coach said, I like to win 'em ugly. I can hear his voice saying it. He liked to win 'em ugly. Meaning, on that night that your offense isn't rolling, you defend, you rebound, you play hard, you play together, and then you get the win, even though it's an ugly one. Coach Haskins is in my head. I hear a lot of things that he says, but some of it's not repeatable, but it's all good advice. He gave me a lot of good advice. Miner fans, let's go. I can't wait to reconnect with you all. We got to sell our season tickets, and we got to get the Dawn rocking. I want to say to all the UTEP coaches that are here, all of our sports and all of our coaches that are here, I really look forward to meeting you and supporting you in your programs. That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Coach Golding, I'm fired up to talk hoops with you and spend some time with you and share X's and O's. I already had this morning with Coach, and I think it maybe already got out there, but I've studied Coach. I've watched some of his interviews. Everybody talks about you're a Red Bull guy and a Snickers guy, and you got more energy than anybody. So I might be coming over to your office and saying, I need a Red Bull, I need a Snickers, if I hit a low part, because I know you're hyper. But there's something I love about Coach. When he talks to these players, he'll tell them something, he says, are you with me? And they'll say back, we're with you. And I love that. I love that, and I did that with my team. So you've already influenced me, and you didn't even know me. But I want you to know I'm with you coaches here at UTEP, and we got to be supportive of one another, and that's how we can get this thing rocking in our athletic department. College athletics have changed. UTEP Miner fans, we need you all to participate in, it can be a little bit, it doesn't have to be a lot, but this is a big city. If everyone will start chipping in to our athletic programs financially, because college athletics is business and it's money. The NIL world has changed things, and we're in a different ballgame. So we need everyone that's minors to just, even if it's $10, be a part of our programs, be a part of our athletic department, and be a part of our women's program, and that's going to help us compete and make special things happen. I just want to say thank you to everyone that's played a part in helping me be here, from players to staffs, my staff, my former coaches. It's a long list, so I'm not going to go there, but I want to say thank you to everyone that's played a part in my path in being here. I have a few bullet points that I want to make sure and point out. Thank you to the Gordon family for this beautiful facility and addition here in the Haskins Center. I remember the old one. There was an old ice machine over there that sounded like an old truck just running, and it was noisy and it was loud. This is amazing. It's beautiful. So to the Gordon family, thank you. Raise Your Pick Giving Day is today. So I'm just really wanting to encourage UTEP Miner fans to raise your pick and give and support. Our women's basketball fast break club is going to be an opportunity for people to really connect with our program. One of the things that we're going to do next year right here in this room, if you're in the fast break club, before every home game, whichever coach is in charge of the scout and who we're going to play, we're going to come right in here and we're going to talk to our fast break club members and give you the scouting report, tell you about the opponent, what the game plan is. So when we go into the ball game, you're going to even have a little more insight about what's about to happen. So I want to encourage people to get their season tickets, 747 UTEP. Let's get the phone ringing. And I encourage people to join the Fast Break Club, because we're going to do a lot of fun things and you're going to really feel a part of our team. Let's see. I think I've covered what I needed to on that. Season tickets. Yes, yes, yes. I think I've covered it. Okay. So I'm going to close this thing out. To future minor players, UTEP is a place where dreams do come true. To current players, I can't wait to be your coach. To past players, I say thank you. And I love you, and you know I'm always here for you, always, and I'm proud of you. Yes, let's sell out the Dawn. Let's get it rocking. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get it going. I want to say God bless you. God has blessed me. I'm very fortunate. I want to say thank you so much for bringing me back home. Go UTEP.
Keitha, why don't you come back up and join me? I think we're going to take some questions while we're here from the media, okay? Media, if you'd like to ask Coach Adams some questions.
Yes.
Are you bringing back your assistants? You were successful.
Hey, I can tell you this. You're going to be excited and happy with who our assistant coaches are and our staff. You're going to like it. It's going to be good. Thank you. Well, you know, being here for 16 years, we accomplished a lot of things. it's a long time to be at the same school, and there was an opportunity that presented itself at Wichita State, which was 40 minutes from my hometown. So for me to get to go home and be near friends and family and to take on a new challenge, that's why I did that. I have two homes. This is my home, and then back in Kansas is my home. So it's really a circle of a life, my story. I left my home to come here. Then I left here to go back home. And now I've left there to come back home. So I just am on this two-home thing. I'm there and I'm here and I'm there and I'm here. But I have two homes. And the opportunity to come back really excited me. And yeah, El Paso and UTEP has never left my heart. Never. You know, I think that when you have so many fond memories, when you have so many relationships and you love something and it's in your soul, your heart beats a little faster because of that. And I tell you what, the sun shines here every day. The weather's beautiful. The people are fantastic. The Mexican food's awesome. I mean, there's just this long list I can keep going down and down. But really, it's the love, the community, and the connection that I felt here that drew me back. Happened pretty quick. You know, I think that Jim and I talked, and, you know, you always have to talk business. We got right to the business, and I think we talked about why and what our goals were. And it was a very smooth business. It was smooth and it went quick because I think we were pretty clear with one another what we wanted. And so it was a great, smooth process. Yeah, when we flew in and got into the airport, obviously, I recognized it very well. I've gone through there so many times. It just felt good. Just feels good. They brought me over here to see the new Gordon reception room. And, man, it's awesome. And we were getting ready to leave, and I said, is there somewhere else that we could go? And Danny said, Jeff said, where? I said, can we go out to the court? So we walked down the tunnel and walked out in the middle of the floor. And seeing that bright orange and getting out there on that floor, that's home. That's the greatest place, and it feels, it's magical in there, and so many memories, boy. So that was where it really felt, was being in there on the floor of the Don Haskins Center.
Did you have a chance to watch much UTEP basketball last year? Since then, how are you feeling about your squad?
I'm really excited about this team, and I definitely spent time on Synergy and watching the players and cheering for. I'm always cheering for the Miners. I always have, and I'm excited. I think there's a really good group here that we want to keep together and bring back, and then we'll add some good pieces for the addition for the future, and we can have a really fun season next year and build off of what they did this year. Yes. Yeah, you know, I think it always starts at home. You know, when you announce a player that's from El Paso, that cheering out there, it gets just a little higher because it's one of them. We understand the importance of recruiting and it starting here at home. Where's Ana Valtierra? Ana right there. Ana Valtierra played some of the most minutes of any player that played for me. And Ana's just down the road at Chamberino, New Mexico, and right in our backyard. And So we understand the importance of that, and we'll definitely want to continue that. Big shoes to fill. You know, Lacey and Thornton, those are big shoes. Phenomenal players. I just want to say thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And get your season tickets, and let's have some fun. Go Miners.
That concludes our announcement today. We'll be back here at 5 o'clock. You're all invited. We're going to have a meet and greet with Coach Adams at 5 o'clock this afternoon. So again, thank you so much for being here. Keitha, Sue, welcome home.